Okay, so if you are a software developer trying to land a job right now, you are basically living in two completely different worlds at the exact same time, and you might not even realize it. Today, we're going to unpack this whole strange situation by looking at two things: a developer's real-world guide to getting hired and a report on what's actually going on inside the companies you're applying to.
First up, there's the reality you probably know all too well. It's the one where you're firing off resumes and it feels like they just vanish. As developer Hadil Ben Abdallah says in her roadmap, let's not sugarcoat it. The job market is absolutely brutal.
And just to put a number on that, she shares that it took her over 200 applications and 22 really intense interviews just to get offers from top places like Amazon and Autodesk. I mean, just think about that. That's the level of sheer effort it takes just to get your foot in the door.
But, and this is where it gets really interesting, while you're grinding away, polishing your resume, doing all those coding challenges, there's a totally different reality playing out behind the scenes. So what is actually happening inside these companies?
Well, this is the other reality. A report on the state of AI shows that a staggering 89% of organizations are already using AI to help with coding. This isn't some trend that's coming in the future, it is happening right now, and it's completely changing the job you're trying so hard to get.
So, let's break down that first world, the job hunt. We're going to call this Mastering the Human Gauntlet because, really, that's what it is. And it takes a very specific, battle-tested playbook to get through it.
You know, the big takeaway here is all about structure. When it comes to technical interviews and coding problems, just randomly grinding away is a total waste of your time. The smart approach is to follow a proven list of problems, like the Blind 75, and then, this is key, explain your solutions out loud. It proves you actually get it. Then, you build your own cheat sheet of patterns and do targeted prep for the companies you really want to work for.
This is such a great example of how to actually talk about your work. A recruiter looks at your resume for 7 seconds? So you have to make it count. Don't just say what you did, use this formula. I accomplished X by doing Y using Z. You have to quantify your impact. It turns a boring line into a story that screams, I get results.
And then, there's the application game itself. It's partly a numbers game for sure, but it's also a strategy game. The best advice is to focus your energy. Aim for maybe 5 really high-quality applications a day. Use curated job lists to find openings before everyone else does. Set up alerts to automate the search. And definitely don't sleep on the opportunities hiding out at startups. Okay, so now let's pull back that curtain. You made it, you survived the gauntlet, and you got the job. What do you find on day one? Well, you're going to find you have a new teammate, and that teammate is AI.
And don't think for a second this is just a big tech thing. The AI report shows that these coding agents are everywhere. We're talking 91% of large companies and 83% of small and medium-sized businesses are already using them. This technology is officially mainstream.
And what's really wild is how this impacts the entire job. I mean, look at how evenly this is spread out. AI isn't just a fancy code generator. It's giving an almost identical boost to writing documentation, to testing, and even to brainstorming ideas in the first place. It's a productivity multiplier for literally every part of the development process. So how are they actually doing it? Well, the data shows that most companies are being really practical. Almost half are using a hybrid approach. They're mixing ready-made AI tools with their own custom stuff. It lets them get up and running fast while still making sure the AI fits their specific needs. Okay, so this is the absolute crucial point. How do you make sense of these two worlds? You've got the tough, human-focused job hunt on one side and this AI-powered workplace on the other. And that brings us to the real skills gap of 2026.
First, to even get through the door, the developer roadmap is crystal clear. You need the hard tech skills that companies are actually using right now. The two big ones mentioned are AWS for anything cloud-related and Spring Boot, which is a super popular framework for building apps. These are the keywords that tell a recruiter, hey, this person can actually do the job. But, and this is a huge but, the second you get hired, the game completely changes. The AI report shows that the work that has the highest impact inside a company isn't just writing more code. It's using AI for things like data analysis and automating internal busy work. This is the new frontier for creating value. And the technology that's making all this happen is called an agentic system. It's a huge leap past simple automation. We're talking about AI that can actually reason through a problem, make its own decisions, and handle complex, multi-step tasks all by itself. This is your new AI teammate.
So how do we put this all together? The roadmap uses a great analogy for the job search. It's a marathon. I think we can build on that for this new AI world. It's really time to start training for a completely new kind of race.
First off, the fundamentals have not gone away. Leet code, solid technical skills, that's your daily cardio. It's the core fitness you absolutely have to have just to compete. That part is non-negotiable.
And in the same way, your resume, that's your professional race kit. If it isn't optimized, if it isn't perfectly tuned, you're just slowing yourself down before the race even starts. It has to be perfect.
But here it is. This is the new, critical piece of equipment for this race. Being fluent in AI. That is your navigation system. It's what's going to help you move faster, see the entire landscape more clearly, and pick the smartest path to the finish line. It is no longer a nice-to-have, it's essential.
And that leaves us with one last big thought. As these AI systems get better and better at writing, testing, and even documenting code all on their own, what becomes the most valuable thing a human developer brings to the team? Is it still the code you can write? Or is it the quality of the problems you can identify and the questions you can ask?